Farhan is 20 years old. He's not poor, not struggling, not lost. At least that's what everyone thinks. He has a smartphone, unlimited data, decent clothes, and enough money to hang out with friends, eat out, and buy new gadgets. He goes to a well-known university in India, studying English literature. Smart guy, chill personality, respectful to parents, the kind of boy society calls good. But the truth, Farhan is empty inside. He wakes up with his phone, sleeps with his phone, scrolls for hours, tapping through stories, reels, random YouTube shorts, most of them filled with girls dancing, trendy thirst traps, and jokes full of filth disguised as comedy. He doesn't even realize how far he's drifted. 5 years ago, he used to pray Fajr. Now, he can barely open his eyes before noon. He used to cry while listening to Quran. Now, he skips Adhan notifications to watch another funny video. The shift was so slow, he didn't even feel it. It began with curiosity. A little click here, a short reel there, something borderline haram. It's not that bad, he thought, but Shaytan doesn't push you off a cliff. He takes your hand and walks you to the edge. At first, it was harmless dopamine hits. Then it became lust. Scrolling through girls he doesn't even know, watching their eyes, their lips, their bodies. It wasn't porn, not yet, just normal stuff. But Farhan's soul, it was starving. He didn't realize it, but he was slowly becoming addicted, not just to his phone, but to the feeling of being aroused, to escaping reality, to chasing a fantasy that doesn't exist. And the scariest part? He still called himself religious. He still had Alhamdulillah in his bio. He still forwarded Islamic reminders, while saving girls' pictures in his hidden gallery. This is what Shaytan does in this age. He doesn't make you reject Islam. He makes you forget it. One day in class, Farhan saw her, Fatima, hijab, confident, soft-spoken. She wasn't even doing anything special, but for some reason he couldn't stop looking. She's different. She's the one. But no, he didn't love her. He didn't even know her. He was just emotionally dead. And his addicted brain was begging for a new hit. So he started watching her in class, planning interactions, making excuses to ask questions. He began interpreting every glance as a sign. She said, "Thank you? She likes me." She replied to a doubt politely, "She's shy around me." But the truth is, he was just building an entire relationship in his mind. Meanwhile, Fatima was just being polite, like she is with everyone. That night, he went home and stalked her social media. She had WhatsApp statuses full of hearts. Her Instagram had aesthetic quotes, K-pop edits, maybe even pictures of her and her friends with filters and emojis. His heart shattered. Wait, she's not who I thought she was. Was she playing me? She wasn't. He was just never part of the story to begin with. This wasn't love. This was just dopamine addiction dressed as emotion. He didn't fall for her. He fell for how she made him feel. Seen, noticed, desired. Because in reality, he didn't want her. He wanted to be wanted, and Shaytan used that brilliantly. Now Farhan couldn't focus. He was behind on assignments. His Quran app hadn't been opened in weeks. Salah skipped. Late nights were spent doom scrolling and daydreaming. He hated this version of himself. He knew he was slipping, but every time he tried to escape, he ran right back into distraction, into her profile, into lust, into sin. Until one night, he broke. He looked in the mirror and said, "This isn't who I was. This isn't who I want to be." He deleted Instagram, unfollowed everyone that stirred temptation, put a screen time lock on YouTube and Shorts, and for the first time in a long time, he picked up the Quran, not to impress anyone, not to feel good, but because he was tired of being a slave to his desires. He cried, he begged Allah, "Ya Allah, I'm weak. I let Shaytan into my heart, but I want to come back." And Allah, He is Ar-Rahman, the most merciful. He responds even when you whisper, even after months of silence. That night, Farhan made a decision. He wouldn't chase love, he would chase Allah, because any love that takes you away from Allah is not love. It's a weapon in Shaytan's hands. You see, this isn't just Farhan's story. It's the story of millions of young Muslims today, boys and girls, scrolling their lives away, losing their haya, confusing fantasy with reality, falling into lust and calling it love. But it's never too late. Turn off your phone. Turn to Allah. Get to know yourself again. Don't let Shaytan make your phone your personal hell. Real love, it comes after nikah, with patience, with dua, with obedience to Allah. Until then, protect your heart, because your nafs and your screen can destroy you. Before a haram relationship ever does, if this hits your heart, maybe it's time to change. Not tomorrow. Now.